Oh, very good. How long have you been working on that one?
Oh, all day.
It's very good indeed. Let me show you a picture, Amanda. This was last night's moon, and tonight it's going to be a full moon. Not only a full moon, but it's going to be a supermoon. The last supermoon of the year. It's the 4th of the year, and it is going to be a beaver moon. It's the beaver moon. We're not going to see another supermoon until October next year. A little bit frustrating because we haven't quite a lot of cloud out there, but you won't need very many breaks, won't need very big a break in the cloud to actually see the moon. So keep your pictures coming in. Do send any pictures that you see overnight tonight to the Weather Watchers page. You can send it to me on Instagram, Keeley.Donovan. So the theme of the weather over the next few days is for it to cool down. So cooling down over the weekend and then getting cold into next week. The air coming down from the Arctic. And it's this area of low pressure we're keeping our eye on. We've got a yellow warning from the Met Office, the risk of rain, sleet and snow on that. And that will move out to the east and leave us all in cold Arctic air for next week. So overnight frost, the risk of icy stretches and some wintry showers, and really feeling like winter. This afternoon there's been quite a bit of cloud out there, and we go into the evening with quite a bit of cloud. As I mentioned, there will be some breaks in that cloud if you want to catch a glimpse of the moon, but overall it will be fairly cloudy, the odd shower into the hills, and then later in the night we'll start to see thicker cloud, and this is actually a cold front. We'll start to see a little bit of patchy rain and drizzle just starting to tuck in later in the night. Temperatures dropping back to around 6 or 7 degrees. So let's have a look at those high water times. In Scarborough at 3:41, in Whitby at 3:27. So we may well, some places start off actually on a bright note, but quite quickly that cloud and very patchy light rain and drizzle will sink southwards, and then brighter skies will spread from the north, spreading down into parts of South Yorkshire as well. There could be the odd afternoon shower, very isolated, most likely in the west, but for most of us it does look like a fine afternoon with some spells of sunshine and a moderate west to southwest breeze. And then I think Sunday looks like a fine day. It'll be bright with spells of sunshine. There could be a little bit hazy at times, and later in the day there could be the odd wintry shower just tucking in across parts of the Pennines and the Peak District, but generally Sunday does look dry, and then it's really cold into next week. We are looking at the risk of rain, sleet and snow overnight Monday into Tuesday, and then for the rest of the week it looks cold with the risk of frost and ice by night, some wintry showers, but also some sunshine by day. But it does look like winter.
Oh, wonderful. Now, look what I found underneath Pudsy's bottom.
Oh, a little gift from me.
A little gift. I'm going to throw them to you. Oh, no.
Oh, that went well, didn't it? Excellent.
I knew that would happen. Get them on.
There we go.
Perfect. Come and join us.
Oh, no, don't sit down anymore. Paul wouldn't cover for me.
I'll just go back.
It's our Friday date, Peter.
Well,
absolutely.
Well, you couldn't get him.
Give me a bit more sympathy there. You're talking about him again, right? I'm wearing a lot of makeup, right? The weather over the weekend. Well, the theme is it's going to get cooler over the course of the weekend before it gets cold into next week. So the air is going to plunge down from the Arctic. This weather system, this area of low pressure, could bring some rain, sleet, even some snow to some parts of the UK. More info on that over the next few days. And then for the rest of the week, we're all in this cold Arctic air mass with the risk of sleet and snow showers as well. So there's been variable, often large amounts of cloud out there this afternoon, and that's really the way it'll go through this evening and overnight. Yes, there'll be some breaks in the cloud. You might just see that beaver supermoon, but there'll also be large areas of cloud as well, and it should stay largely dry with temperatures cooler the further south you go. So I think tomorrow morning, tide times, but mustn't forget those. See, I told you I was ill. 5:41 in Skegness, 30 minutes past 5 in Grimsby tomorrow morning. So there will be some early brightness, but then this cold front bringing patchy light rain and drizzle and a lot of cloud will sink southwards. Brighter skies following on behind, but it may well take some time for them to tuck in across parts of Lincolnshire. But for most places, it will develop into a pleasant afternoon after that cloud through the middle part of the day. Temperatures at around 11 degrees, a moderate breeze coming in from the west. I think Sunday will be the better day of the weekend. It'll be a chillier day. We've got a northwesterly breeze, plenty of sunshine, but that sunshine could be hazy at times through the day. And then it looks cold for next week. As I mentioned, the risk of some rain, sleet and even some snow in places Monday night into Tuesday. It's a long way off. Keep tuned to the forecast on the details on that one. But for the rest of next week, it does look cold. Overnight, the risk of frost and icy stretches with some wintry showers along with some winter sunshine by day.
I am...
Oh, it's going to be lovely, but chilly by tomorrow evening.
So you're not...
I'll stay in the warm studio. I've been really ill, haven't you heard?
Have a nice weekend.
Thank you very much. You too. Hello there, good evening. Some changes afoot. It's gradually going to get cooler through the weekend and then it will be cold next week, even some sleet and possibly some snow in the forecast for next week. A long time before then, overnight variable clouds, some breaks in the cloud if you're keen to see the beaver moon, and temperatures will be cooler the further south you are. So a fine start to the day for most of us, but cloud will creep in from the north and it'll spread southwards. 1 or 2 spots of rain. It's a very weak, cold front, but through the afternoon, brighter skies will slowly filter down. It may take some time for them to reach southern parts of Lincolnshire, and temperatures will be at around 11 degrees, a moderate westerly breeze. But a brighter day, a chilly day, but a brighter day on Sunday with some sunshine. There is the risk of some rain, sleet and snow Monday night into Tuesday, and a cold week to come. Hello there, good evening. The theme over the weekend is for things to get cooler and then it'll get cold into next week. We do have an early warning from the Met Office. This area of low pressure could bring some rain, sleet and some snow in places, but a lot of uncertainty, so keep tuned to the forecast. Variable amounts of cloud out there through this evening and overnight. There will be some breaks in that cloud cover, and then later in the night the cloud will thicken up from the north with a little patchy rain just starting to edge in from the north. Temperatures dropping back to around 6 or 7 degrees. And then tomorrow morning, this very weak cold front will sink southwards. A few spots of rain, thicker cloud, but brightening up from the north as we head through the day. Those brighter skies sinking southwards through the afternoon. We could just see 1 or 2 showers, particularly in the west and northwest, developing in the afternoon as well. And temperatures will be at around 10 or 11 degrees with a moderate westerly breeze. And then on Sunday, a chilly but a bright day, plenty of sunshine. Watch out for the forecast, the rain, sleet and snow on Monday, and then a plunge in those temperatures much colder next week.